What is going on, you beautiful human being? I'm going to show you the process that I used to beef up Tanner Agren's profile. Tanner wanted to attract personalities like Dan Lok, multi-seven-figure earners, and do video editing for them as well. Tanner went from having no connection requests and a very sparse profile to getting 10 connection requests within 24 hours. He didn't reach out to them, they reached out to him. Let's break it down. And again, I wrote this with Dan Lok in mind. So when you read this copy, just imagine I'm trying to speak to Dan Lok himself, who is the king of high-ticket sales and looking for potentially a video editor. We started with video editor. Ask why multimillionaires trust me to explode their subscriber count and discover new revenue sources. I've been implementing a lot of keywords recently into my LinkedIn headlines. It's not like Google where people are searching for a how-to. LinkedIn is a little bit different, though you do need a great headline. You do need a great hook. The copywriting philosophy doesn't change. When people are searching for a video editor in LinkedIn, they're probably going to put that in there. So we started with video editor. Ask why multi-millionaires trust me to explode their subscriber count and discover new revenue sources. The multi-millionaire aspect is true. Tanner had worked with someone that was a multi-millionaire, and once we found that out, we leveraged that. Because if we're going to target multi-millionaires, we need to use that as social proof. And we were able to legitimately put that in the headline. Explode. Most of these people are very competitive, very driven. We want to use language that just grabs them by the neck and forces them to look and make sure that they remember this LinkedIn profile. What do they actually want? Well, they don't really want a video editor. I mean, you buy the hole, not the drill, right? As the saying goes. They want to increase their subscriber count so that they can market to them, so that they can lower their cost per click, so that they can have more buyers. And we start with a bit of a story. Okay, take 20, camera. That's 1 hour of raw footage. You love taping content, and your thoughts are profound. Yet some days words roll off the tongue like a swan diving sumo wrestler. So we have a little bit of imagery here, and I chose this in particular because I was listening to stories of Dan Lok explain how he loves to film, but he hates the tedious stuff. And he used to do 20 takes, and he's kind of narrowed it down, consolidated it to a few takes. But that's not everyone. Everyone comes from different places, different skill sets, different familiarity with speaking on film or on stage. And so they may feel that I like this, but I don't know how I'm going to make this sound like something good, like something that people would actually watch, which I go into here. How will you stitch together those ums and ahs into the king's speech? Again, it's not just like I can make it sound good. It's how will you stitch a real problem that you are noticing every time you're speaking on film and make it sound like pure gold. Leave the tedious BS to me, calling out their pain, the pain that Dan Lok had mentioned. Film enough content and I'll turn what you ate for breakfast into thousands of new subscribers. Again, that is the outcome that they want. A little bit of fire emojis to catch their attention. Here's the process I use to accurately portray your message on film and build a profitable brand that lowers your cost per click while competitors shovel more dollars into an insatiable marketing furnace. And I love this. I have to pat myself on the back for this one. The imagery is phenomenal here. Dan Lok is a big proponent of your personal brand. It's not necessarily what you do, but it's the philosophy that you carry. And that is what's going to carry you for the next 20 years. And that is what's going to, while the marketing expense of everyone else goes up, keep you relatively stable. And so we have the imagery and the implication that if you don't go with Tanner, that you're going to be shoveling your marketing dollars into a furnace, just burning them, wasting them away. You may as well have never even earned those dollars. Introduce and how? Introducing the Creative Quintet. We could have said I use a 5-step process, which is what he does, but we decided to give it a little bit of a personal flair. And you see this with the spin selling method. Well, it's sales. The sales tactics have been around for a long time. Spin selling was a little new. It made the brand recognizable. If you are looking to take an old concept and introduce it to a new audience, put your own spin on it so that people will associate that with you. It's easy to remember. Step number 1, consultation. You and I hop on a 60-minute call to discuss why the world must hear your story. We get clarity on your goals and what a profitable brand looks like to you. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's setting up what they can expect. It's easy to have dollar blind spots when close to your work. I pinpoint iconic elements within existing content so your brand may become synonymous with them. And Tanner's delivering a lot of value here. He's going to find out if you can't see the forest for the trees, if there are revenue sources that you're missing because you're so close to your work. And he's going to say, hey, why don't we focus on this? I know I'm just a video editor. Pardon me. I know I'm just a video editor, but if we focus on this, this might be a better revenue source for you. And it's an 80-20 rule. 20% of the people are going to give you 80% of your revenue. And Tanner is helping you focus on that 20%. Because you're then a perceived authority, and he's telling you why, because you're then a perceived authority, cash in hand clientele and vital connections seek you. Step number 2, editing. You provide the video and I execute our strategy. You'll know if I've captured your vision because video updates are sent daily. Don't like what you see, save days on productivity and pivot fast. And this is addressing an objection they might have. That's the point of copy, is to demonstrate the benefits and answer objections before they get on the phone call with you, before they purchase your product, hit your landing page. It's like, well, what if I invest thousands of dollars and the project sucks? Well, that's okay, because that won't be a problem. I will send you updates every single day, and if you don't like it, we'll just pivot. We'll just change what we're doing. Step number 3, delivery. I reveal a killer ad or content piece. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Stronger language here. I reveal a killer ad or content piece. I just reveal an ad or content piece. If I had more space within LinkedIn's character limit, I would beef that up. I just didn't. Step number 4, polish. No video is perfectly cut the first time. We address final concerns and cut it like $1 million cinema release. It's not just we put polish on it. It's, can you imagine going to see Marvel's Endgame? That's what it's going to look like. I know you don't have $1 million budget, or you're not willing to spend the $1 million budget, but that's what it's going to look like. Just have that picture in your mind. Now there's a sense of urgency as well, and a warning. Note, foregoing polish is the difference between tens and hundreds of prospects. So if you work with someone that doesn't put polish on or doesn't emphasize polish in their copy, well, you've planted the seed. Like, they may not be the person to go with. Step number 5, profit. Your masterpiece is ready to plug and play. Sit back and watch views and orders roll in, which is what they want. They don't just necessarily want the view count. They don't want a video. They want the result of that video, which is higher subscribers. Why do they want more subscribers? Because they can market to more people. When they market to more people, they make more profit. Fair warning. We're being a little cheeky here. Don't be alarmed when strangers request to shake your hand or sign merchandise. We're doing a little bit of future pacing. And then we have social proof by way of a testimonial. Again, I would have more testimonials if there was room. He will help you dominate social media, and he is insane at what he does. My go-to guy, Chino Cordoba. And Chino was, again, the seven-figure earner that Tanner had worked with previously, which made that headline legitimate and offered social proof and made the hook for this whole piece work. Businesses approach me daily. However, if you're ready to hang current editors, send a connection request and note. Now, and that's true. I mean, he does actually speak with people very frequently, whether that he reaches out to them or they reach out to him. So his time is limited, and it demonstrates that. It demonstrates that he's in demand and that there's a sense of urgency. I can't guarantee that I'm going to fit you in, sir or madam or whatever your name is. Let's try it, though. And let's see if we can move forward. But you have to be quick about it. You have to connect now. And we even say now. And there's his plug for me. Awesome. If I were to change anything, I would, and Tanner's going to do this in time. He's going to beef up his skills and endorsements. He's new to LinkedIn, which is why this makes it all the more impressive, because he went from no activity on his account, no engagement, and as soon as we uploaded that copy, he got what did I say? It was 10 connection requests within 24 hours. It was phenomenal. And I think this is some phenomenal work. He just needs some more recommendations, and he's going to be doing very well. He's doing well now. He's got work now. but he's going to be doing even better, and he could just coast on this LinkedIn profile. I'm glad you enjoy that. If you have any questions, copywriting is something I am extremely passionate about. It was the first skill that I learned, and then afterwards it was high ticket closing, and there's a lot of overlap between the two. A lot of Dan Locke's concepts influence my work as well, such as the gem types, which is something that not a lot of copywriting gurus, I don't even think, discuss. And that's something that I believe is unique to myself, a little bit of insight unique to me. If you have any questions, if you would like to discuss working on some copy for your LinkedIn profile, connect with me now, hit me up now, and I'll make you something that is completely stellar that will just blow your mind. Glad you like it. Talk to you soon.